I wonder if they have any idea that it's going to be me and you hosting. Do you think they'll be upset?
I don't know.
Oh, whoops.
Good morning, Geeks and Gamers. I accidentally hit the Sports Wars countdown for a half a second. Good morning, Geeks and Gamers. I don't know what's going on with Jeremy. Maybe he doesn't like this show anymore. Maybe he's just staying up too late, waiting for Trump news. I don't know. The man was on Piers Morgan. We don't know when that's going to drop. He's probably not slept in a few days, nervous, because apparently last night on Tuesday night's main event, he talked about his interview where he had cotton mouth. He was spitting all over the place and he had white foam all over the side. Something like that happened when he was on Piers Morgan.
He was like gurgling when he was introducing himself. That'll be fun. That'll be fun.
He was so scared. Apparently, they introduced him as Gamer and Games. Is that true?
Yes, Gamers and Games.
Welcome to Gamers and Games, everyone.
The high tea edition.
199 night. Could you imagine, man? It's like this is your big moment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you might bring in a whole new audience to your channel. Things might be moving up. You know, if you do well on this interview, they might have you back, and then you're going to do others. You know, and it's like, make sure you check out Gamers and Games, and you're too scared to say anything. You're just like,
yeah. Yeah, that's right, Pierce. That's me. I'm from Gamers and Games.
Anyway, good for him. Good for him. I hope he had a good time, but I don't know where he is. It's me and Beardo.
Yeah.
Met with thunderous applause. And boy, do we have a show for you today. I do see a lot of people appreciate the thumbnails. Always when we're here.
Yeah,
so,
of course.
You know.
Of course.
Beardo was with us when we went to Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah.
The other night.
Mm-hmm.
You had a good time, right?
Oh, dude, it's a blast, dude. And this year, I don't know, they kicked it up a notch this year with some of the special effects and even the makeup, the animatronics. Like there was a few years ago, they did the Exorcist, and it was weird. It was weird. The doll that they had for the girl that was from the Exorcist movie just wasn't too believable. It was kind of like corny. This year, man, I'll tell you what, The Quiet Place and Insidious House this year at Halloween Horror Nights, very well done.
What is this account? What is this? What is this avatar? What is this? It's showing up everywhere. Ghost Hunter Beardo. Why are you like opening up your shirt and wearing stuff like that? Good morning, Jay. It's always good to see you on daily. Thank you for the $5 this morning. It's always nice when the D+ team gets a little love. And look at that. Look at our man right here.
Dom H
dropping 5 gifted memberships to the channel. You love to see it. To see it. And I don't know. D3. I agree with Mother Fudgin' J. Sup, leg boy. Boy, he just came in swinging, man.
Decrepit with the $2.
Look at that avatar. It's pretty wild. Well, we've got some things to share. We're going to talk about Simu Lu. I've said Simu Lu so much that it's hard for me to click over.
Emu.
Yeah, and some Lara Croft stuff happening. Some people I hear I haven't seen the show. I hear they're liking the show, but they hate the design.
Yeah.
But we're gonna start off with something I think is kind of funny. You know, we live in America. Things are a little different here. But in Japan, apparently, when they don't want you to work for the company anymore, they have a different way of doing things. So let me share this real quick.
They have some special tactics, huh?
This is crazy, man.
200
Bandai Namco employees reportedly moved into expulsion rooms designed to bore them into quitting, though the company has maintained its innocence. Wait, so you're telling me that they will pay me to go into a room and just think about my thoughts?
Yep. They're going to move you into a room to bore you to death so that you contemplate quitting. They don't want to fire you. They're just going to absolutely bore you, starve you, until you quit.
I don't know. You add a little bit to it. I don't know about starve.
They're going to humiliate you. They're going to crank up the AC to about 50 degrees with no sweatshirts or sweatpants in there. They're going to ice you out until you quit.
I wonder why they don't want people to like, I wonder why they don't want to just like fire you. Is there like some benefits they have to pay? You know, is there something like that going on? Like that's why it's like, all right, Billy ain't working out, man. Let's put him in the expulsion room where he has to stare at great. What would like, have you ever had a job like that? Where it was like so boring, like you just couldn't handle it anymore?
Yes, but they didn't do it on purpose. It was just my actual job. They weren't trying to get rid of me. It was just the job was just so freaking boring. But yes, I have. So Bandai Namco, they're associated, like, I don't know, so from what I'm reading, Bandai Namco Entertainment is formerly Bandai Namco Games until 2015 when they changed their name. It's a Japanese multinational video game publisher and the video game branch of the wider Bandai Namco Holdings group. They worked on some great games. They published Elden Ring. They published Armored Core, Pac-Man back in the day, the new Tekken games. So they have published, they published a new Dragon Ball Sparking Zero game as well, which a lot of people are enjoying, the new Dragon Ball game.
I'm telling you, I think some companies do this here. They just, you know, I've seen Office Space. You know, I know what goes on. They stick you in the cubicle. Then you start getting the rules. No pictures allowed. No nothing. Gray. Yeah. You can't answer the phone, but you get to hear it ring all day.
They got one light that's always flickering just to piss you off a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. That hum.
Yep.
That hum of the fluorescent lights. So it's like that's how they're getting ready. So like see, the only I don't think I've ever had a job that I got so bored that I quit. I usually ended up getting fired. My first job was at a movie theater. So stupid. I feel like Jeremy tell this story over and over. I was all excited. You know, junior in high school, got his first job, making $20 a week. And then like some movie came out, I don't remember. It was like a premiere. And all my friends showed up. They're like, come on, Jay. We're your boys, man. All right, y'all can go in. It started with like 2 people and ended up like 25 people showed up. And it's like, oh. And so then it's like they sold out, whatever. You know? They're like, why is there so many people here? They freaking ratted me out, man. They're like, well, Jay let us in. Next day I was on popcorn. And while I was working, the boss called my home to tell I think he was going to leave a message on the answering machine, but he called to say that I'm no longer needed. He let me finish my day. I came home and it was like, my mom was like, what did you do? I was like, what do you mean? I was on popcorn. Nothing happened.
Yeah, actually, too, now that I think about it, at a job, I was put in isolation before, but it was my own doing. When I worked at a movie theater, I accidentally locked myself on the roof. And we had walkie-talkies, and I had to call my manager and tell him that I accidentally locked myself on the roof just because I was curious. I was like sweeping and mopping like upstairs in the movie theater, and then I see this room, this like closet with a red ladder. So then I go up the red ladder, open up the hatch, and I'm on the roof. And I mistakenly let the hatch close behind me, and it was locked. So I'm just stuck on the roof of this movie theater. Yeah, that was an interesting call to my manager.
How'd you get out?
I had to call my manager, and he had to go upstairs, climb the ladder, open up the hatch to let me back in.
What were you doing on the roof?
I was curious, man. I was curious. I'm like, where does this red ladder lead to? I had to know. I had to know where this red ladder went to.
Hold on. Someone said, we got a couple of geniuses here. Hey man, if I didn't let my friends in, I probably would have lasted another 2 weeks. I just wanted to
Mhm.
get on candy, man. Like I just wanted to sell the candy. That's what I wanted, but I never made it. I never made it. Maybe one of these days I'll go back and work at a theater so I can get oh my god.
Imagine the IDOT that hired these two guys.
Imagine the idiot who put these two guys in charge and have all the passwords to an expensive brand.
Imagine the idiot. Imagine the British idiot who brings on D-Day Cobra, gargling D-Day Cobra onto, onto his worldwide show.
I'm just saying. Yeah, Jay Goals. I wanted to get to the candy because I thought that when you finished, like you can take some of the candy home.
No, you get free popcorn though.
So
If you're working
I didn't like
concession stand,
bro. When you work at the concession stand for that popcorn, it does something to you. That stuff be sitting there. I don't care what anybody tells you. We throw it out at the end of the day.
I loved working concession stand. They always wanted me to make the popcorn because I would put an extra scoop of the seasoned salt into the popcorn and a little bit more oil butter into that. I made the best popcorn, bro.
Well, thinking of being insensitive, working at a theater, exploring, getting locked on roofs, getting fired on your day off. It seems that there's more issues. There's more issues for Assassin's Creed Shadows. Figure Maker Pure Arts has removed an Assassin's Creed Shadows collectible statue from sale, calling it an insensitive design. How? All right, I'm about to show you the design.
Chat, we need your help. We need your help to tell us exactly what is so insensitive about this toy design.
All I'm saying is, how far in the process do you go? And then it gets put up on sale. Then it's like, take it down.
Yep.
It's insensitive. Here we go, everyone. There it is.
All right, chat. What are we thinking?
Insensitive design.
What is insensitive about this?
Boy, this game is, if it ever gets released, wouldn't it be crazy if they just came out and said, you know, we're just not going to release the game. There's too many problems.
Uh-oh. The Polydan's mad at us. He said it's in the tweet. What's insensitive about it? Scroll up, Jay. Insensitive design as the one-legged Tory gate shares similarities to the one preserved as a memorial to the Nagasaki bombing. Okay.
But still, who would have guessed that?
Right. Okay.
Who would have guessed that?
Dude,
nobody.
We're 80 years removed. Okay. We are 80 years removed. Get over it.
Every single Japanese person would have guessed that. On top of everything else. So now we've got this game is like been pushed back. It's had so much controversy. Now they can't even make toys. People are getting it wrong. Everybody's upset. A lot of people in the comments were saying that it was the rope, which I was like,
that's what I was initially thinking. That's what I was initially thinking for sure. But yeah, man, this game.
And this is it right here. This is that is all they needed to do. They could have saved themselves a whole bunch of headaches. Well, here we go. Here we go.
Yep. Well, Assassin's Creed Shadows, man.
Before we get into another Asian person that's causing controversy.
Yeah. Well, have you heard when Ubisoft, when they definitely pushed back Assassin's Creed Shadows, did you see what they were doing for the people who pre-ordered the game?
No.
They are giving out the initial DLC for free if you pre-order the game. So me and Jeremy talked about this. They're like, "Oh, we're sorry for the constant delays and the delays to this game. So when this game gets put back on pre-order, because everybody who pre-ordered this game got a refund, and then when they open pre-orders back up, like, well, if you pre-order this game, we're going to give you the DLC for free. But we're not stupid here, okay? We might be retarded, but we're not stupid. We know exactly what this means. This means that this DLC that they're going to try to charge you probably $20 to $30 for was initially developed for the main game. They stripped it out, and then we're going to try to charge you extra for content that was made for the main game. We've seen it happen time and time again.
So they're just trying to bleed everyone.
Yeah, they were trying to upsell you. They were trying to drain your wallets to pay $100 for the full game, and if you didn't buy it, you weren't getting the full game experience. That's what they were doing. That's what Star Wars Outlaws did. Another Ubisoft
They
developed
just desperate
game.
for money, huh?
Yeah, and that's what they did with the Jabba's Palace. With the Jabba's Palace DLC. Oh, you want the full experience? You want to go to Jabba's Palace? You want to fight a Rancor? Well, you're going to have to pay $30 more to do that. And that's what they were going to do with Assassin's Creed Shadows. But since with all of this fuckery around Assassin's Creed Shadows, now that it's indefinitely delayed, they're like, oh, well, we're sorry. We're going to give you the DLC for free. When really, what they're doing is they're just going to give you the full game instead. Only if you pre-order it, though. If you don't pre-order it and you still want to play this game, you're still going to have to pay $100 to $110 to get the full experience.
That's like, man,
that should be illegal.
Call me crazy, but I don't remember the last time I got excited for a game that I was willing to shell out $70+ for. If you wait a month or two, it's like half off.
Yeah.
It seems that way. Mm-hmm. It seems like okay, let everybody play for. I get like people that do gaming channels and stuff like that want to be the first out so people could watch. Hey man, that's good, but like for me personally, no. I mean, listen, you know, I'm top tier gamer over here. You know, I've got a couple victory battle royales in my day, but still, it's like $70. It's, you know, after when you wait, just like I was the only game I was considering it was Skull and Bones, because it was a pirate game and the hype and whatever, and it was delayed and all that stuff. And finally it came out, and like I waited like just 3 days, and everyone was just like, this game stinks. Yeah. So I was like, thank God. You know, and then it's and now it's like 19. I think it's $19 now. So and they
should be handing that game out for free. They should be
play
paying you
for free still, but they're just like.
Which Skull and Bones, another Ubisoft game.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like I did pre-order Dark Fate. I think it was a oh man, like not Dark Fate, the old Battlefront 2 remastered.
Yeah.
I pre-ordered that, and that was a huge mistake. And that lesson learned. It wasn't $70 though, like lesson learned though.
There's only few games. There's few games that it's still safe to pre-order when you know it's going to be a surefire banger. Like, or if it's something that's like near to your heart and there's like some nostalgia there and you just love the franchise. Like, I will pre-order.
I will never pre-order again. They've messed me up for that. But is this true? Guys, you know, if it's true that the budget for Skull and Bones went up to $800 million?
I'm sure it did. That game was in development for like what? 8 or 9 years, even more? Man. 10+ years.
And they always released a little bit, like a little tease, and you're all like, oh, this is gonna be cool. You know, this is crazy.
Skull and Bones was birthed out of Assassin's Creed 4.
11 years, right? Is that true? Anybody in the chat can confirm this? $800 million?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Holy crap, dude.
I would not be surprised.
That's crazy. Yeah. All right, Beardo, catch us up, please, if you don't mind.
Sure, absolutely. I would love to. Ghost Hunter Beardo, thank you. That's weird, but thank you. I appreciate it. Dom H. Thank you, Dom H, for the 5 gifted. Decrepit. Thank you very much. We got Reed Richard Stretchable Wang. Okay, I was told to ask you last night on main event what this is about. Reed Richard Stretchable Wang. They said Jay would know.
All right. So yesterday we were talking about Mr. Fantastic. I have no idea how me and Ryan got on Fantastic Four about Mr. Fantastic, who's super stretchy. And Ryan asked the key question. Did you ever have a conversation with your boys about how his wiener works? Could it, like, I know you guys talked about it. If you're a Marvel guy, you've obviously talked about his wiener being, can it expand? Could it, what would you do with it if you had that power? And I was like, I don't think I ever did. And he's like, you're lying. They put a poll in the chat. And 60% of the people said that I lied. And I said, well, I might have, like, when I was young, like, I don't remember. I haven't had one recently.
To be honest,
that's how it all happened. So then all of a sudden, Ryan was like, listen, like, it could be a power, like a lasso, things like that. And then I found out that his wife had an affair in the comic. I missed that because obviously
Sue Storm had an affair?
Yeah, I missed that part.
With who?
Who did she have an affair with, Chad? Let me know. Yellow Flash came in and just like told us the whole deal. And I was like, well, there you go. So
to be honest, I never thought about Reed Richards' powers.
Oh yeah, Namor. She wanted that fish.
Gross. Why are we putting adultery in comic books? I guess it happens. Oh well. I've never thought about Reed Richards' powers and immediately went to thinking about Reed Richards' penis and if he can fucking stretch it or not.
Not saying that's what I thought he was asking. Did I immediately go there?
But if it was your superpower, I don't think
I immediately went there.
Like if it was your superpower, sure, whatever. But I never.
Real quick on Rumbler.
Rumbler
on Rumble. Nader's bricks for $1. Hey, iDots. J trips poo. Beardo sniffs a poo. Also Beardo fat. Thank you. Switzerland play for $1. Beardo, you poop face. I have Space Invaders X for you. Need to get in contact with you in about 3 months when I take it with me to the States.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Thank you, Rumbler.
Shout out. Reed Richard Stretchable Wang with the $2. Great Phasmophobia stream last night, guys. Thank you. It was a lot of fun hanging out with the crew. We got Chuck Berry for $2. Came for the thumbnail, stayed for the D+ figs.
Chuck Berry, I like your music.
You're damn right. Decrepit for $2. Beardo said my name right. Jay has lost my favor.
Oof. Cryptid, I'm sorry.
Oof. We got Scutch for a $5. High Tea Wednesday reunited, and it feels so good.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about boobies, so get ready.
Yes, we will. Boobies are on the menu. Trump Mage, level 199. For a 2 months. Today is G&G equivalent of Expulsion Room with Jay and Beardo trying to bore us into leaving. Got him. P.S. When is the next high tea? You got to ask Jay.
Soon, man. Soon. I'm just waiting for green to drop, and then everything will get back on schedule.
We've been talking about it.
Yeah.
Ron Cook for a $2. Morning, guys. The dream team minus Beardo. What? Ron.
My Florida man.
Come on, man. Cole Hauser with a $5. Awesome. What a treat seeing Jay and Beardo. Jay, so looking forward to your Transformer stream with Az tomorrow. So hype. 199. Yo, Joe praise. Hurrah.
That's going to be awesome.
There you go. Keenan with a $5. Did you see the movie Clay Pigeon starring Joaquin Phoenix?
Never saw it. Keenan has like this vast library of films that he always asks if we've watched.
That nobody's heard of.
That I've never seen. I've never seen Clay Pigeons. Anyone in the chat?
Never seen it. New Son of Earth for a $2. Oh, sorry, 2 months. Why does Beardo get so much hate? Although at first I thought he was a bit of a knob jockey. Now I think he's a very insightful young man. You go, Beardo. Respect. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. SBZ with a $5. The Expulsion Room, where there's nothing inside except the TV that plays Kamala's Unburdened by what has been clipped nonstop. Oh, that would make me quit. Pronoun Beaver for a $2. Pierce Morgan, our guest Jeremy, a hobosexual. Man. I think both can work. Jessica Avery with a picture of her and Jensen Ackles with a $5. Tory Gates are super scared. That one is the only one-leg Tory Gate allowed to stand. Okay. Thank you for the $5. Be playing for a $5.
Oh, we read that one.
The
budget of Skull and Bones. Thank you.
Jason Yankovic with a $5. Why pre-order anything? It's not like Steam is going to run out of pixels and bits for you to download. This is
exactly
true. This is true. But sometimes when you pre-order, you get some special perks. Skin. Yeah, you get a skin. You get some special stuff. Maybe even sometimes if you pre-order, you can play the game like a week early.
Everyone's saying sacred. Did he say it wrong?
What did I say?
That was sacred, not scared.
Oh, scared. Oh, sacred. Oh, okay, my bad. It's early. I woke up like 30 minutes ago. Force Geek with a $5. They finally added Dino Crisis to PlayStation Classics, but you have to buy the $70 upgrade to premium to play it. Bummed. Yeah, but you can put that. You can put that premium PlayStation Plus premium. You can put it on like a monthly basis payment plan. You don't got to pay the entire $70 all at once. But yeah, that's unfortunate. But Dino Crisis is awesome. Thank you, Force Geek, for the $5. Spirian with the $5 super sticker. Thank you, Spirian. Gregory Leiber with a $2. I have relationships with women and think about Reed Richards Wang. Well, I got news for you. Thundarius, what's up, Thundarius, for a $5? Been busy this morning making videos and I'm late to the party, but you guys freaking rock. Thursday just isn't the same. Sorry, Thundarius. Thank you for the $5. Jimmy Gomez with the $2. What's up, guys? My two favorite eye dots.
Man, appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
All right,
Thank
let's
you. Yeah, we can move on.
Here we go. Speaking of boobies.
Speaking of boobs.
I don't know if you've seen this. That is Sydney Sweeney. Boy, that's quite the transformation than what we've normally seen on Sydney Sweeney.
Mm-hmm.
So this is her first look at Sydney Sweeney as Christy Martin in the untitled biopic about the boxer's life.
Biopic,
man.
It's biopic.
Chat. Biopic.
It's biopic.
I was trying to save you from the sacred thing, man.
Oh, it's okay.
Anyway,
listen.
The real tragedy here is not our reading comprehension. Is what have they done? But she looks just like the boxer.
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't know. I mean, listen, we don't watch Sydney Sweeney movies or TV shows because she's a fantastic actress. We watch her for the boobs.
It looks like she's, yeah.
And if they're going to hide the boobs, I'm not sure how well this movie's going to do.
Well, maybe
I'm just being honest.
This is her blossoming.
This is her breakout role.
Into a real actress.
This is.
Oh, how do they hide those things, man? Like, look at that. Like, I'm looking at this picture here, and I'm like, man,
they're taped down, man. They taped them down. It's unfortunate. It is unfortunate.
Don't
hurt the puppies, man.
It's gonna be interesting. So, and she's got to. Well, it looks like she's been working out on the other one.
Looks like she's working out.
She's got to get a little thick.
She's eating her carbs. They feed her an entire box of donuts every morning for this movie, just to put some weight on her.
They're gonna keep her skin pale, get her out of the sun.
Yeah, I got to get her out of the sun.
What do you guys think?
Listen, I don't know anything about this female boxer. Who's the boxer's name again?
Christy
Martin. I don't know much about Christy Martin, but hey, you know what? Maybe after this movie, we'll all know a little bit more about Christy Martin. Do you know much about Christy Martin?
Only what I've heard from Gina. Gina knows.
Okay.
Because she's a boxer. So, but gotcha. when you look her up, Sydney looks just like what she looked like during her boxing tenure.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe this is the transformational step that she's been wanting. You know, a role that doesn't show off her physique, where she could truly shine as an actress, because that's what we all wanted it.
Yeah, right. That's what we all wanted. We wanted to
They
see
wanted
Sydney
it. They
Sweeney
wanted
covered
this.
up so we can just see her true acting.
Isn't that Hollywood for
potential.
you, though? They take a beautiful person, a beautiful woman, and they just frump them up.
Yep. Let's get them. Let's put a little bit of weight on them. Get them nice and fat and happy, and cover up the boobs.
Yeah. Speaking of covering up. Speaking of
covering up the boobs.
Hold on. Where is that headline at? Oh my god, here it is. Now, people in the chat have to let me know if you've watched the show and if you like it. Is it good? Is it worth watching? I don't know. I've heard mixed reviews. Some people say the show is good. Some people say, nah, it's kind of boring. I don't know. But the big talk of the town is the change of Lara Croft. So Guardians put out this article, goodbye cartoon breast, hello sweat stains, the feminist reinvention of Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
They're very happy about it. There's a lot of people out there that is very happy. People say watch Drinker's review. Drinker hated it. Well, there you go.
Really?
There's one thing right there.
Drinker hated it.
Apparently these aren't shadows. These are sweat stains.
No way. No way. That's gotta be shadow. Okay.
Disparu tore it up too. Well, there you go. There you go.
Interesting. I've heard
the first
reviews.
comment though is goodbye fan base, goodbye money, the consumer rejection of woke nonsense. Goodbye viewership. Yeah, so that they made her flat chested in the film or cartoon.
It's unfortunate.
How do you feel about that?
Listen,
let's go back to.
I'm not the biggest Tomb Raider or Lara Croft fan. I'm not like deep into the lore. Like I watched the Angelina Jolie movies back in the day, and I enjoyed them. But yeah, this is criminal. It is criminal.
Jessica said He-Man Lara Croft. This meme says it all. This is Lara Croft. There she is. The voluptuous, curvy. You know, where's the curvy presentation now? Now we've got, and right here is her transgender brother, Larry Croft. That's what she looks like in the show.
Super muscular. Very muscular. So I believe, chat, correct me if I'm wrong, this is a continuation of the last Tomb Raider movie. I forget the actress's name, but she was in Ex Machina and she was in a few other things. I believe this cartoon is a continuation of that timeline, of that continuity. If somebody can correct me on that. But yeah, this is Alicia Vikander. Yes, Vikander. Yeah. I believe that this is a continuation of that story. And this is criminal. And you know what, Jay? It's even more criminal because of the voice actress.
Yeah, I'm going to pull that up next.
Who voices Lara Croft is Haley Atwell. Now, if you guys are familiar with Haley Atwell, boom! Haley Atwell is fully loaded. Fully loaded. And voicing Lara Croft, and her character Lara Croft is not fully loaded.
The fact that articles are calling that sweat stains.
Yeah, that's not sweat stains.
And
Listen,
celebrating this.
Yeah, it's not sweat stains because it could be sweat stains if the boobs were a little bit bigger. You get a little bit of under boob sweat, sure. But how criminal is this, man? You have Haley Atwell with big boobs voicing Lara Croft with no boobs.
The crazy thing is, I'm sure the chat, because it's the greatest chat ever for YouTube, they've been doing this to beautiful women, not just in like, this is the cartoon form, obviously, but they've been doing this to like beautiful women in movies.
Right.
Like since like 2016, it seems like. Rose Tico is an example.
Yeah.
The actress playing Rose Tico is beautiful, but yet in that movie, The Last Jedi, they put her in a potato sack
Yeah. And
and
gave her a
messed up her
shitty
hair.
haircut.
Or they'll take these women and like shave their head, or like they want them to look like men, like
Yeah.
dudes, or like something like that. It's crazy. Yes, that we recently
Star Wars
saw
Outlaws. Yep.
Star Wars Outlaws. Same thing. They gave her like some weird butchy haircut.
Guardians of the Galaxy, Karen Gillan, and Guardians of the Galaxy 3, Karen Gillan, who plays Nebula, they gave her like a man's body in that movie. She wasn't curvy anymore because Karen Gillan is fine and very curvy, very beautiful woman. And for some reason in Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is the only isolated incident of it where they just made Nebula, her body is just fluffy.
Well, there was a strong feminist movement that they didn't want to sexualize women we've talked about this in video games. And what was that like? What was it? What game came out that caused the uproar? Was it Stellar Blade?
Stellar Blade.
And like they're like, that's not a real woman. Why would you put a woman like that in your video game? And then they came out and they said, well, here's the model that looks just like the video game. Yep. And they're like, this is horrible. No one buy this game because the male gaze and all that stuff, and men are just going to be drooling over there. We don't want that. We want to be respected, right? We want to be respected as women in gaming. That game sells pretty well.
Yeah. And you know what's another sign of respect? Making a lot of money. People paying you for doing a good job. That's also respect as well.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people, some people in the chat were saying they turned it on for 10 minutes, the show, and they just turned it off, things like that. So
what? Listen, Geeks Gamers Daily or
Tomb Raider? No. Tomb Raider.
Okay.
The Tomb Raider. So, I mean, I guess they'll keep doing it until they learn that this is not what people want to see, except for a small crowd. I mean,
you would think
even
so.
Amandla Steinberg, like she went to that party where she was
naked.
Like, she was like naked.
Yeah.
And people were like, I hated Acolyte, but they should have dressed her like this.
Yeah, she went to that show and she was wearing a completely see-through shirt and her titties are out. But no, the thing is, Jay, with what you said, hopefully they learn, but they don't. They're so fucking stubborn that when the pushback comes to them and the ratings are bad and nobody watches it, the viewership is bad, they cannot help themselves. And we've seen it time and time again. We're beating a dead horse here, where they don't take any accountability and they point the finger at you. You're the problem. The show did bad. It's your fault. And what they do is they're like, it is such your fault that we're going to double down. And the next one is going to be even worse. What are you going to say then? They can't help themselves, man. They're evil.
It's crazy. Market Reality over on Rumbler for $1. So is Lara going to get a mullet haircut? And maybe a Subaru off-road vehicle? Sure. Mm-hmm. Now people are asking, what's wrong with the Subaru? I never owned a Subaru. Market Reality again for $1. Razorfist thinks this is all a Chi-Com plot to destroy American culture. Oh, I have no idea if that's what he thinks.
No idea.
American culture's...
Listen, Razorfist, I don't know much about Razorfist, but he thinks that the green and white Ranger in the OG Mighty Morphins is the worst Power Rangers of all time. So maybe take Razorfist's opinion with a grain of salt sometimes. That's all I'm saying.
Razorfist is very entertaining. And he made a great book. So, he made a great book. All right, let's catch up, and then we're going to get to our final topic of the day. Figured we'd sneak the boobs in earlier so people would stay.
Downtown Drug Zombie with a $2. New son, this pick is why. Sorry, bro. Okay, thank you. We got Pre-Dog Corpse with a $10. Beardo, morning, Jay. Are you streaming tonight, Beardo? Besides hosting Geeks and Gamers, why don't you guys do something even more retarded, like call Jeremy and tell him that he's nice and gay? I am streaming tonight. I've got Bro Science, and then I might be playing some Alien Isolation. I'll be playing something tonight. Who knows? Thank you, Pre-Dawn Corpse. But we'll call Jeremy for like, I don't know. We'll call him for $100 or something like that. Mo Zamboni with the $2. Good morning, gents. Thumbnail equals Boba and Bob's.
Thank you.
Yes. Let's see. M Campia, you fan with the $2. Geeks and Gamers Daily with our host Jay. And anyways,
these picks, man.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Coley with a $5. Beardo is correct. Biopic. Nah, it's biopic. Decrypt with a $2. Show chat Sydney Sweeney's soap commercial, Dr. Squatch. I think we've all seen it.
I think we're going to get hit if we show that.
Taker with a $2. Sue Storm had an affair with Stretch Armstrong.
Maybe. Listen, I got to be careful what I play here, because if I get hit with copyright claims, the boss man will be mad. So,
Yeah.
What we don't want around here.
Bring on Corpse with the $5. Jay is a bio idot.
100%. 100%.
Titty smacker. Hey, there's a pair of cannons for you right there. For a 1 month, do you play MLB The Show, Beardo? This movie looks lame. Christy Martin must have been fat. I haven't played MLB The Show in a few years. But thank you, Titty Smacker. Gesture of Roanoke for $2. We need a Geeks and Gamers YouTube. What's P? YouTube P channel?
YTP channel?
YTP? What's YTP?
Help us out, man. Come on, it's us. What are you thinking?
Untapped Comedy Gold. What's YTP? That says flat. Flat. I don't know. YouTube podcast channel. Untapped Comedy Gold. We got a few of them. Tuesday's Main Event's kind of a podcast. Elf, aka Beefcake, for a $2. Nothing wrong with these puppies. There's 3 of them.
Might be a little too much.
The more the merrier, I guess, if that's what you're into. Mo Zamboni with a $2. Sydney, after filming the movie, give me back my son. Thank you,
what is
Mo
this?
Zamboni.
Jay Ray says 10 ads an hour long video. Good job, Jay. You're seeing 10 ads? I have no idea how that works.
I
have
know.
No idea how that works.
Sergio Garcia with a $2. Chirk Danky Twitter. He posted Jeremy Poole.
Thank you, Sergio.
Thank you, Sergio Garcia. Taker with a $2. Men can't be masculine anymore, but women can. Facts. That is facts.
Well, did you hear? Wait,
Sorry.
hold on. Before you get to that one, did you hear that? Speaking of men taking over everything and how they want the women to look like men, the Victoria's Secrets had their show yesterday, and they featured some men in there in bikinis.
No way. But this is after the fact. Remember when Victoria's Secret's backtracked and they said, we're not going to put fat people in anymore. We're going back to the skinny Victoria's Secret angels. So that was all bullshit.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not pulling up those pictures, nor do I want to see them.
No, thank you.
But yeah, it's like it was making the rounds. It was like, men are doing it better than women. Now we're taking over Victoria's Secrets. So
Men are the best women.
Well, what are they modeling here? Like, they're modeling bikinis and lingerie at this event. So I guess they're modeling it for transgender men to buy. Oh. J-Ray says, yesterday's stream on replay, I had 10 ads. Oh, I have no idea. I have nothing to do with that. So I'm sorry about that.
Paid him with the $10. It's all about normalization. They need to make the androgynous blobs the normal representation of woman. They want to destroy beauty. It's cultural Marxism.
They're trying.
They're trying for sure.
They definitely trying.
Goji the King with the $2. Boobs, have a good one. Thank you, Goji the King. Here we go. We're caught up on super chats.
So speaking of someone that wants to destroy stuff, we talked about it a little bit with Ryan. Before I could even finish the video, Ryan went off on his favorite actor, Simu and Liu. But apparently this thing has blown up like bigger than he probably wanted. And yet the man still jokes. So let's do a little flashback here so you guys could see what Gary and everyone's favorite actor has said. So apparently he's on this show that's in Canada. You correct me. I don't keep up with this kind of stuff.
So this is a Shark Tank kind of
Yeah.
similar show, a Shark
And
Tank
so
competitor, I guess.
This guy was looking for investors in his company. That's already C. Cumlu. Yeah, there we go. All right. Don't judge this guy by his shirt collar. All right. Anyway,
This is just your typical Canadian
yeah.
right here.
I am studying your can, and I am looking for anything that tells me where boba came from.
So he's like, how dare you not put anything on the can that lets people know where boba came from? Now, what's interesting about this clip, I think his co-host kind of calls him out a little bit too. So
Good, he should.
And where boba came from is Taiwan.
Yeah, where boba came from is Taiwan. So you should have something on the can that says this came from Taiwan.
You should have an entire history lesson of where boba came from if you want to sell boba.
Taiwan. You know, I started this venture company for a lot of reasons, but really primarily to uplift minority entrepreneurs. And
so that's why he started his company. I need to uplift. Just remember, these are his words. I want to uplift minorities. All right, here we go.
And not only do I feel like this is not happening here, but that I would be uplifting a business that is profiting off of something that feels so dear to my cultural heritage.
He's Chinese, by the way.
I want to be a part of bringing boba to the masses, but not like this. So for that reason, I'm out.
Thanks.
Respect that.
Respect that.
Gay!
Makes me sad how successful this business is. It makes me sad that people are, they're
Why?
drinking boba with the raccoon with the sun.
It doesn't mean that they don't have the opportunity to change and do that.
That's true, but
It
there has to
doesn't
be a
mean-
willingness, and I have to be able to invest in these founders knowing that,
Right,
that
but they
change is
didn't.
possible.
They didn't say no. The collaboration that they've had to this point is with their supplier in Taiwan, and if nobody else has told them that before, you can't put that all on them.
Boom.
Yeah. And I'll even go on a limb and say that he's the racist here.
Boom. And so now he's all like, so he's mad that there's a raccoon as a mascot selling boba and nothing from Taiwan, even though these people are they're using Taiwan. They're creating jobs for people.
Yep.
All that stuff. So he got upset at that. Well, he thought like his little cultural appropriation speech would be met with open arms, from people saying he's correct. We need to be more like he's actually come out several times to say, hey, please stop sending death threats and harassment to the boba company after what he said, Backlash. So he incited the woke mob to go after a company that's employing people because he felt as a Chinese Canadian, it wasn't represented enough of Taiwan. So there's that. Then he decides to, I'll double down a little bit and let's just make a tweet to kind of laugh at the whole situation that I've probably wrecked this company. He's like, I truly don't care. Bad grammar, by the way. And it's bad when someone like me can look at it and say, this is bad grammar. I truly don't care what you spend your money on. Buy boba or don't. Or buy bottled mass-produced boba that feels weirdly appropriated. Or don't. It literally does not matter to me. And here's the joke. All I ask is that you not empty your life savings into altcoins and NFTs.
Oh, geez.
And there's Gary with the 1-2 punch. You're not a movie star. And there's Nina. It's like, aren't you Chinese? Didn't you play a Korean dude in Kim's? Yeah, he played a Korean in Kim's Convenience. But, maybe he didn't represent the Korea. I don't know, man. What a tangled web we weave, when you go into all that stuff.
What a loser.
I love Gary. Gary's like,
yeah, you're not a movie star.
I forgot to like it. There you go.
What
yeah,
a loser, dude. And he went into that looking for something. He was looking. It's not like he didn't even address if the product was good, if it tasted well, if he enjoyed it, if he thought the marketing was good. All he said was, you didn't include where boba came from, so I can't invest in you.
It said,
Fuck
he
you,
said,
dude.
his words were, it makes me sad that this company's doing so well.
Yeah.
It makes me
Yes.
sad that this company is doing so well with the raccoon logo on it. What the freak is wrong with these people?
What an idiot.
These, like, I'm just saying, man, it's like, so the company has responded. So let's pull this up. And because they're receiving massive amounts of backlash. And this Chinese person was just like, hey, we should not do this. This is terrible what this actor has done. They're like, we want everyone to partake in Asian culture. So basically they came out and they're like, hey, we're sorry. First of all, I should never apologize, but I guess the death threats and everything was just getting way too much for them. So they're like, we didn't mean to cause any harm. We just wanted to make a successful company. And then they're like, Simu Liu raised very valid points regarding cultural appropriation, and we welcome this learning opportunity. It's when you bend we call it like bending the knee. When you do that, you've lost already. Rule number 1.
Yes.
Yeah, right here. Never apologize. You've created a successful business. You've made this man cry because you are successful. The first time you bend the knee to these woke, crazy, racist people that try to control what you want to do in your life, they know in their minds that no matter what you do, they can control you forever.
Mm-hmm.
And it's never good enough with these people. You guys know this in the chat. We've gone over this a million times over. It is never, ever good enough, no matter what you do, until you are bashed in the ashes and you are deleted from history. You can come back and say, all right, well, we're going to change this. No, that's not good enough. All right, well, we're going to give 50% of our profits to this. That ain't good enough. Well, we're going to do this. That ain't good. It will never, ever be good enough. And then they will always know in the back of their head that they can always control you, your business, your money, everything. When you bend the knee like this, they could have easily come out and said, hey, we disagree with him. So that's that.
Yep.
Let the woke mob come in with their tidal wave. Eventually the waters will, because they'll move on to something else. It's what they do. And, that's it. But the fact that they bent the knee, it's like it's gonna be weird for them. It's gonna be weird for them.
Mm-hmm. Well said.
So
they even say like
going on. Like let me scroll down. Like this was the show. Yeah, Kim's Convenience, where he played a Korean. Like that's where he got his break. So I wonder if anyone complained about that.
Interesting how that works. You know what, Simu Liu? You need to apologize. You need to do better. What happens is, man, what they always say is you just can't be pro something. You have to be anti the other side as well.
It's crazy. And the fact that he's like joking about all this and just like, don't buy NFTs, spend your money however you want. It's like, come on, dude. You knew exactly what you were doing. You know, you're in that camp. You know, you're in that mob mentality camp when you don't say what they want you to say, when you don't act the way you want them to act, when you don't spend like whatever, if you don't like have the right pronouns in your bio or the hashtags or whatever, when you're in that camp, all you got to do is say, hey guys, we're all in this together. Look at this company. And you know that they're going to go after them. The tolerant left, everyone, the tolerant left. Let's kill these people. Let's kill their business. Let's take away all the money from Taiwan that they're sending into that country because you're upset that they didn't have a tag on the bottle.
Yep.
You, sir, are retarded. That's all I have to say about that, man. It aggravates me because we've seen this over and over.
Very retarded.
It's awful. Anyway, that's it. Rant done.
Well said, man. I'm proud of you.
I feel like buying some of that just because, Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Let's see.
Just cause.
Steph with the follow through. It's really bad. The company. Oh, Steph, congratulations on being on TMZ. They posted some of her tweets on a TMZ article.
Really? That's cool.
The company got an investor on the show, and she ended up pulling out of the deal because of the backlash, which could affect their Taiwanese supplier. Well done. My computer just froze. Am I still live?
Yeah. We're good. You're here. You're here. Want me to read some super chats?
Yes. I got a black screen.
Mars the Planet with a $5. Let's hope all this woke bullshit ends soon. And it's just me now. How you guys doing? Fear the Beardo. Trump Mage level 199 with a $5. I have lived in Taiwan for 9 years. Taiwanese partner of 15 years. Speak Chinese. This guy does not represent how Taiwanese people think. It's Canadian. It's Canadian brain rot is what it is. Burb Shid with a $2. There's Jay.
Yeah, that was.
How you doing, Jay?
Everything just went dark, and I was like, "Am I going to heaven? What's happening here? What happened?"
Burb Shid with a $2, 2 bobas, and a sucky straw. Okay. Madney with a $2. Is your name really Trevor? No, I just put it there just cause.
He's our Trevor.
The Mr. Ice Burger with a $7. Just want to say that not all Canadians are gay like Simu, whatever his name is.
No, I believe it. And you know what? I am pushing the G&G crew to do a Toronto meetup. When I was in Toronto at the Comic-Con, the amount of based Geeks and Gamer fans, FNT fans that were in Toronto that came up to see us, to shake my hand and to be like, tell Jeremy, get beer, get everyone to come to Toronto. I am pushing that maybe they all got to get their passports so we can just get into Toronto. I think they would love it. The food there was great. The people were amazing. At least the people that I met was amazing, and the city was beautiful. So I'm like, I am so down to get everyone up to do a Toronto meetup. So
I have met some very awesome Canadians. Good people. Some of them. Pre-Dawn Corpse gifted a membership. Thank you, Pre-Dawn Corpse. We have Peachy Keen for $2. Simu Liu started his career playing a Korean. Yep. Eric A with a 35 months. Jessica Lindstrom brought up made from Tropicana pearls. That comes from South America. He is even more of an IDOT. Darth Manic with a 199. I make wee juice with my booty hole.
Wow. Thank you.
That's impressive, man. Yankees fan with a 199. Tomb Raider is like Spider-Man 2 all over again. Yeah. There's a little bit of that, isn't there? B Chain with a $5. Laugh my ass off. YouTube won't let me chat. Taiwan is the real China. Normally, what a effing joke. Oh, well. Things happen. The Tactician Musician with a $2. Ever try Quiplash with the crew? Could be hilarious. I have played Quiplash.
What is that game?
Quiplash, it's in the Jackbox party games that's on like PlayStation and computer and stuff. Quiplash, it's kind of, I don't know how to explain it. They give you like a topic, and then everybody on their phone puts in an anonymous answer, and you kind of like, it could be like an ad lib or a topic, and you kind of like describe it or you put up something for it. It's fun. I like Quiplash. It's kind of like Apples to Apples, or what's the other one? What's the inappropriate one? Cards Against Humanity a little bit. It's just silly. I like it. Pre-Dawn Corpse with the $2. Jeremy likes ding dongs. Yeah,
we know that.
Yeah, we know that. Maximus BT with a $5. Shout out to Steph. Shout out.
Yeah.
Mars the Planet for a $5. I'm Canadian, and we don't claim that Simu twit. Cool. Dio Brando with a $5.
Before you get to that one, on Rumble, Mark a Reality for $50. The These two have so many problems pronouncing big words. I wonder how I could get them each a set of Hooked on Phonics and then get it to them. Thank you for the $50. I actually have Hooked on Phonics. It's great. I'm on lesson 2.
I need to buy
maybe
that
you'll
thing.
see an improvement. Maybe you'll see an improvement.
There you go. All right. Dio Brando with the $5. Could this really just be because the CCP doesn't like Taiwan and Simu is ethnically Chinese? Down the rabbit hole we go.
How crazy would that be?
That'd be nuts. You never know.
Thank you, Mark, for 50.
Thank you. Trevor Duke with a $5. Yo, Beardo, I didn't know your name is Trevor. I had found out a couple weeks ago. Love the show, guys. Hey, thank you, Trevor Duke, for the 5. And my parents gave it to me. AJ Lee with a $5. If they want a flat chick for Laura, at least hire someone cute like Shauna
Kajami?
Kajami? Yes, Shauna Kajami.
Today, mister.
I'm not familiar with her work. But thank you, AJ Lee, for the $5. Jay, we're all caught up.
Look at that. And we hit the hour mark. You guys don't
Perfect
have
timing.
to deal with us anymore. Dragon Dan for 2. First daily this week with no sports. Great. Oh, that's right. Yeah, me and Ryan got into some heated debates that I lost constantly, but it was still fun. Johnny
the wife beater with the $2.
Jay invented Hooked on Phonics. I invented a lot of things. I don't want my secrets out, Johnny. I need to keep playing the retard online. All right. What is this?
Smegheads.
Say his name right. See you poo.
See you poo. Holy fuck.
Dang, you guys really enjoying the D team, don't you? What soft times we live in regarding Tomb Raider and the depiction of today's would suggest a palate cleanser to y'all that I recently rediscovered. The music video of Eric Pride's Call on Me. Those were the times. Always, man, I have a couple palate cleansers just hanging in the background with all this stuff, you know?
Yep.
Look at that. Good show. 9.9 out of 10 on Beardo scale. I think he would give this a 10. That's all I'm saying. Best retarded daily. Thank you. Let's go Mets. Says Big Chains.
B-Chains.
I know. Jay says my wrong. Holy fudge. There you go. There you go. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. Hopefully you guys will get Jeremy and Ryan tomorrow. I have no idea. I have no idea what's happening. So here we go. Luna for 2. It's Tapicola. Wait, what?
No, it's tapioca. Tapicola. It's tapioca, not Tropicana. It's Tapicola.
Tapioca. Yeah, Tapicola. I don't know. I've been trying to hit the red button. You guys keep super chatting, you know. So I'm like, Jay, please. I hear you. It's all love. Shout out Jen and Sil. We will be hanging out with Jen and Sil at the we'll be at the Space Con, next week.
Yep.
We hope to see so many of you guys out there. We got some free stuff that we want to hand out and everything else as well. So it's going to be awesome, man. It's going to be awesome. Some of us are going to be like walking down I think it's called the River Walk there in San Antonio. I've never been. So that's going to be pretty awesome. And it's going to be a lot of what's really neat is it's going to be a lot of cool stars there. Gina Carano will be there. Make sure you get your tickets to see her if you haven't already. Got the meetups coming up. Make sure you registered for that. And then Jen and Sil are coming to Orlando to go to SpookyCon, and me and Beardo will be there one of the days.
Yep.
So at the beginning of November. So there's going to be a couple of people coming up to Orlando to go to the SpookyCon. So it's going to be awesome. We're all going to be hanging out with all that stuff. So I think that's it. Yeah. Thank you, Jessica, for the RSVP that's in the chat. That's it. We got Bro Science today.
Yep. Bro Science, 4 p.m. over on my channel. Dan Vask and X-Wing and myself. So it'll be a good time. And then I'm sure we'll be playing some video games tonight as well.
And I know the Drunk 3PO main channel is going to have a consistent live stream coming up soon. I'm putting a show together. So I know everyone's like, you don't use this, you're not on this channel anymore. Well, we're working on it. So, it's going to be fun.
With the 2. Campia is Canadian. Woke.
Oh, you got to say like Campia says it.
I don't watch this stuff. I don't know how he says it.
Okay. Yeah, it's quite fun. It's like he's having an orgasm and he says woke. It's pretty funny. So, did Jay mispronounce the letter B? I sure did. All right, that's it, everyone. We're done. Have a great one.